Hey guys, hi. So once again, welcome back to the session, and this is your Master DJ Harsh Priyam, and I'm in front of all of you with a new and a very fantastic topic. The topic is that what are those qualities which as a student, you must inculcate so that you can have more better results, more better adaptation of the new things, and a sustainable development. So let's start our today's topic. Okay. Now, if I talk about these 10 habits, these 10 habits are not only confined to mathematics. No, probably mathematics is surely going to be impacted by this, but on a larger scale, it will impact your overall persona, overall character as a student, and your ability to consume the new things, the better things in the coming days. Okay, so chalo, let's start our today's session of 10 best habits what a student must practice. Okay, here we go. So the first one, so the main thing is that many of the students always ask that, sir, what is that thing which toppers do, or what are those activities or habits do toppers do have which we are not having or which we should have, so that we can also go on a upward trending or upward increasing function like that. So generally I do answer these questions like, okay, you should do this, you should do that, you should wake up early, you should practice and XYZ. So today in today's session I have just collated all those points for you guys so that you can actually listen to them, know them, and you should try to put them in your life, in your daily habit, so that you can also come as a topper, you can also become a topper, and you can also come like the winning bird. Okay, chalo, let's start. Now, first thing, practice. Undoubtedly, this is the, what you can say, like the bestest, I would say, more better than best. So this is undoubtedly the very best practice what any student can have, or what any student should have. See, topper does not become topper by birth. So there is no one who is a topper by birth, no matter how intelligent you are. But if you don't practice, you won't be able to withhold that much of information. And in a human life, in a normal man's life, you have so many things to remember. Just imagine, like when you start your day from the morning till the night, so many things happens to you. And out of them, some of the things you remember for a very longer period of time, some of the things you are not able to remember, like where have you kept your watch, few minutes later, you would have forgotten right now. So the important thing that these things are so random that you can't pick and choose that, okay, I have to remember this for the whole period of my life, I have to remember this for some period of my life, and I don't have to remember this. Brain picks it randomly. So you have to actually train your brain that how you have to decide, or which piece of information your brain should remember for a very prolonged period of time. And how do you train that brain? By practice. Because when you practice something multiple times, your brain understands that, okay, this is something very important that needs to be remembered for a longer period of time. So automatically that comes into your brain's permanent memory, you can say that. Okay. Just a simple example like ABCD, no one would have forgotten. But I'm damn sure the Hindi alphabets like K, Kh, G, Kh, Ng, many one of you would have forgotten probably. Or your native language basic alphabets. Why? Because we don't use it. And ABCD, yes, we use it very regularly, very oftenly. So that's the reason. Okay, moving on. Second thing, knowing importance of maths in daily life. Now this is again a very important part. Now most of the students do complain me that, sir, I don't like mathematics. So what should I do? You know why anyone does not like mathematics, or why anyone likes physics or chemistry or biology, say for that example, or why anyone does not like history in the daily life? So the history in his school curriculum. So the answer is very simple. Those subjects which you are able to visualize around you, you will always like them. So that's why most of the time, if biology or if physics is taught in such a manner that, okay, can you see the light Can you see the board? Can you see the LED? Can you see that rays coming out of it? There is pixel and there is XYZ thing. So when a teacher teaches you like this, you feel, yeah, yes, I'm able to see the reflection. I'm able to see total internal reflection. I'm able to see that, okay, there is a diamond, and if a light goes inside the diamond keeps on sparkling. And why it is sparkling? Because of TIR. Or how the heart is pumping, or we have hairs, what are the use of this hairs, sweating, and XYZ thing. So the idea is that when you apply it in daily life, you like it. But in mathematics, the challenge is that I can't tell you that, okay, you have x plus 2. Just imagine that you bought x plus 2 kgs of sugar and you gave 50 rupees to him, and ask your shopkeeper to find out how much kgs of sugar you want. Like, he will throw a big weight on you. You're like, go man, I don't want to sell my sugar to you. You need to tell him I need 2 kgs, 1 kg, something like that. But the thing is this, that you can't use mathematics with others, but you can use mathematics on your own, for your own self. I'll just give you a very simple example, what I used to do when I was a kid. So, sometimes whenever I used to be free, so in these days, modern days, the walls are made with full plaster and everything. So back in my times, like when I used to live, and say for example, if I am looking at some building and I am able to see that some building is being made. Okay, so obviously you will use bricks for making the building, for the walls and everything. So I used to see that, okay, like in my free time I used to do. So I'm not suggesting you to do that every day. So say for example, I'm free and I'm not feeling like studying. So I used to, like, I'm standing here on my building and I'm seeing that some building is being constructed there. So I used to count the number of bricks, just the number of bricks. So say for example, if it is a 2-floor building or 2-story building, probably it will take me 5 to 7 minutes. But either way, I used to be free. So I used to count that 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I got like, okay, 100 bricks have been used. And then I used to count the horizontal one. So like in horizontal, I got 20 bricks, say for example. So that was a rough calculation. So then in my mind, I used to do, okay, 20 into 100, that is 2000 bricks on one side. So this building will have 1, 2, 3, 4, means 8000 bricks he would have used just for the outer portion. Then I used to imagine that, okay, let me just imagine that, okay, if this is 2, so 20 bricks, so this also must be 20 bricks. So 20 into 20, 400. So he would have used 400 bricks for the surface. Although in the surface, you don't use bricks, you use other methods of doing the flooring, but just a random, like, because either way I used to be free. So when I used to calculate, like, okay, that in this building, at least he would have used 8000 bricks. Then I used to go to my dad. Dad, do you know what is the cost of 1 brick? Because I was not knowing that. So my dad used to say, okay, that 2 rupees per brick, 3 rupees per brick, whatever. Then again, I used to do calculation in my brain that, okay, if he has used 8000 bricks or 10,000 bricks, per brick cost is 3 rupees, then he has used 30,000 rupees of bricks. Oh, wow. So like this, I can even calculate the amount of cement he would have used, the amount of sand, the amount of other materials, and then probably even without making that building or even without being the owner of that building, I can very easily tell the cost of that building. Because what I have to do, I have to add the labor cost, the item cost, which I have already added. I have to add the cost of that land, and yes, that's it. So whenever I used to do these type of calculation in my own brain, I used to feel that, wow, mathematics is amazing. I can do anything. Like, because if someone will go to that person and he will ask how much price have you paid for this building, probably he might not disclose that. And then you will have to go to an engineer to ask that, okay, if I have to make this and this such and such building, how much cost it will come to me. But you being a small student, like just a 10th grader, and if you are able to do that, it's awesome. So by this example, what I wanted to tell you, that applying whatever you study in your daily life is very important. I'll just give you one more example here if you're not getting bored. So I always used to feel history is very boring because 90% of people do feel history is boring. So one day my dad was telling me a story about Mahabharata. So he said that so in Mahabharata, if you know, there were Pandavas and Kauravas. So if you know that Pandavas were 5 brothers, but apart from these 5 brothers, the eldest one being the Yudhishthir. So Yudhishthir was having an elder brother also who was Karna. So this was an unknown fact for the Pandavas for a very long period of time till they went to the fight. Even after the fight they came to know. Even during the fight they were not knowing. So their mother Mata Kunti. So she had a child before her marriage, and that child's name was Karna. So this entire thing happened, and then when the Kauravas lost the fight, and actually Arjun and Yudhishthir killed Arjun and basically killed Karna. So he killed it because he was knowing that he was from the side of Kauravas. But when he killed him, and then when they came back, her mother told them that he was not an opponent, he was your own brother. So at that time they were very much shocked, like, how can you do this to us? You should have you should have told us that he was one of us, he was our elder brother, and why did you hide this for so long period of time? So Kunti Mata said that I had no other option, and he was a child which I had before my marriage, so I could not disclose it to the entire world, and I am telling you because you had to know this. So at that point of time, like Yudhishthir, the eldest son of Kunti, he was very angry, like, you did wrong to us, Ma, you should have told us, otherwise, if you would have told us, we would have saved our own brother, we would not have killed him. So then he gave a curse to her that from now onwards, no one will be able to hide anything, like no woman will be able to hide anything. See, I'm not saying this is my comments, I just heard this story, so it might be just a random story. So when I heard this, so my dad, he was in a joking manner, and he said that's why girls can't digest any secrets, they will always tell it. So I was like, oh really, this happens? So obviously this is just this was just a trick for him to make me interested in history. But this actually worked. Okay, now I am grown up, so I know that it was just a statement. There is no proof of it, no written proof of it. So it was just a normal, phenomenal guess what he was making. But that one statement actually made me very much interested in history. So are you able to feel that whenever you study any subject, like maybe the most boring one, for me history was the most boring one, but still I got interested into history, that oh wow, history is awesome. And then he started telling me that every time history repeats itself, so he started giving me examples from Alexander, then like Ashoka and everyone, and he started giving me examples, and I was able to correlate it. Oh wow, yes, it is beautiful. So my lovely student, I really wanted to tell you that whenever you study, try to correlate it, because it is very important. May it be Mughal emperor, may it be anything. So if you will start correlating the things, you will find that yes, there is something correlation. Even I was able to find that, okay, means when I was studying, that okay, the present government is also something like Mughal emperor and Ashoka. I was able to correlate it, and that gave me an interest in the subject. So very important, please apply whatever subject you are studying in your daily life. Very important. Moving on, next, they learn by applying maths in daily life situations. Yes, I said that. Next, they are perfectionist. Okay, perfectionist. Now, what does perfectionist mean? Many students do misinterpret this word as that they have to get 100 out of 100 in mathematics or in any subject. No, please don't misinterpret it like that. I don't mean with perfectionist that you have to get 100% marks in any of the subject. Never ever run for 100 out of 100. Never. Or 80 out of 80. Never. Perfectionist means what? That many students do have an attitude of chalta hai. Like, okay, it's okay. So say for example, if I said you that you have to make a project, okay, And then so there will be one student who will be making this entire stuff, like written everything, while the other student want to pass blah 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 blah, and then he will write it with a beautiful handwriting. Then one student will be like that, okay, oh, by mistake this mistake word spelling is wrong, something like that. So he would do what? Okay, so he will like cut it, and then he'll say, okay, done. So after looking at it, once you are done with this, you'll find that okay, this mistake word is cut. So it will not look beautiful. And if you are submitting a project to your school, it's not a normal regular stuff of copy or question writing. It's something important, like not so regular. It's something like which comes very less. So project is something important thing. So a topper, what a topper would do, topper would change this entire page. He will say that, okay, if I have done this mistake, if I have cut this spelling, I must write it again. But a normal mediocre student will think, okay yaar, it's okay. एक ही word तो है, it's just one word, चलता है इतना, cancel करो, दे दो इसी को. So this chalta hai attitude, this normal attitude will always make you a mediocre, because you will never strive for perfection. And I'm damn sure, obviously the student who will have no cut in the entire thing will get a prize. He will get more motivated, he will do more better, and that upward trend will go on. And the student who has done a lot of hard work, but just because of this one word, he will not get prize. So that motivation will not come. Next time he will feel, yaar, prize to milta nahi hai. It's better to just do it like this, anything. And then your quality will be downgraded. So always think that you should not have that chalta hai attitude, because it is not right. Okay. Next thing, they are resilient to find answers. Very important thing. Anyone, any topper or any good student, they are always hungry for the answers. I'm not only talking about mathematics, maybe anything. If you have got a problem, if you have got a situation, they will keep on trying to find the answer. They will not give up. So that giving up attitude should not be there. That okay, oh, I'm not able to find the answer, let's give up. No, don't give up. I'm not saying be mad over it. Okay, if you're not getting the answer at that moment, you can leave that thing at that moment. But you can keep on continuing your search for it in the back of your mind. Whenever that you are able to find that answer, at that time you will get the answer. But the thing is that you should not leave it. So always remember, always have that hustling attitude in yourself. Okay, moving on. They have solutions oriented thinking. Always keep on thinking according to the need of the situation. So say for example, if a school gives you a project that you have to do this, like you have to open food stalls in your school, and a teacher says that okay, you have to open food stalls in your school for the fest which school is going to have, and then you have to go to your principal and take the permission and talk to the students in XYZ. And then when you went to the principal, he agreed, but your class teacher did not agree. So if your class teacher did not agree, probably 90% of the student will give up there at that moment. But again, some of the student might think that okay, if class teacher did not agree, what's the problem of the class teacher? They will go to class teacher, they will talk to her, and they will try to convince her. And mostly they will convince. If they don't convince, they will probably look for another option that okay, ma'am, if you don't want us to, so she might be having concern that okay, it is not safe for the students, you can't bring in cylinders in the school campus, or you can't cook anything. So you might try that okay, ma'am, we will have packed food, something on that line. What I want to say, that a topper or a hustler would never settle. He will always try to find out a solution. Okay, if this road is blocked, let's find another road. If this road is blocked, let's find another road. He will not stop that okay, this road is blocked, now this project is gone, man. Shit, just throw it off. No, he won't do that. Okay, so always be that hustler. Next thing, they are constant learners. Always learn from your mistake. That's the best thing, best practice everyone must have. Next thing, they perform mental calculation. Very important. Whenever you're doing anything, it's not only about mathematics. Like you're investing something, think. Just a simple example. What I used to do, whenever I used to go to supermarket, I always used to see, so say for example, if I have to buy Lay's chips, okay, just a simple example, or Kurkure. So what I used to do, I used to take a packet, And then I used to see that, okay, 5 rupees, and in this 20 grams of Lay's is there. And then I used to take another packet, it's 20 rupees, and here I am getting 100 grams. So I used to think 5 rupees 20 grams, 20 rupees 100 grams. So if 20 rupees 100 grams means per rupee 5 grams, per rupee 5 grams. But here 20 grams for 5 rupees, so per rupee 4 grams only. Means this is costlier, this is cheaper. So this is just a simple calculation. But I always used to do whenever I used to buy something, because if I have to buy it in bulk, I always used to think for the price. And this is how I used to do calculations in my brain. So this is a very young calculation, very starting calculation. But if you do these type of small things, whenever you will move up, you'll have this habit of doing calculation, doing math, always calculating your risk, calculating your benefits before taking a decision. And that's a very wise thing. Must be done by everyone. Okay? So always keep on doing that in your brain, back of your mind. Next thing, they ask questions. Never settle for something like, okay, if you are not satisfied, you're like, theek hai, sometimes, some other time I'll find the answer. Don't do that. Always ask questions if you're not satisfied. And next, last, they help others learn. Very important thing. Now, this particular point, I would like to put a little emphasis. Most of the time, what happens that most of the toppers, this is a bad habit from the toppers itself. So I'm just telling, you should not have that. So many times students do think that, okay, I have got 90 out of 90 and I got it because Harsh sir said me a very awesome technique of finding the squares and doing a multiplication, and I was able to complete my paper almost 15 minutes earlier. So many of my friends who were above me, they are not above me just because of these two techniques. So I must save this technique. I will not tell my friends. So now what is happening right now, that first of all, you are having an attitude and in your back of your mind, you are having a character of constricting the things, contracting it within yourself. So what will happen? See, it's very simple that if you are not open of sharing, others will understand. No matter how much you try to make them feel that, okay, you are ready to share, but you are not ready to share from your inside, people will understand that. Now, the moment people understand that you are a guy or you are a girl who is not ready to share, they will stop sharing their good things with you. So what will happen, that the moment you stopped sharing, that moment you stopped even getting from others. Because if you are not sharing, you're not going to get it. Because that's a very simple rule, give and take. So if you are not sharing, you're not getting. This means you are constricting your knowledge to a very small domain. Obviously, then with whom you will learn? Only Harsh Priyam sir? Really? Like, there are so many other things, there are so many other possibilities of learning, but you are restricting yourself. So don't do that. If you do that, you are going to take a very bad hit in the coming days. Always keep on, always remember this, that no matter how much you share, it's not going to put you at a downstage. It's not that it's going to put you at a back seat. You will always be at a higher position. If today you shared something of your own, like some knowledge, some formula to others, and tomorrow others are doing good, you will also find some another method, some more better things, and you will do more better. Believe me, it happens. I have experienced this. So please do not think that if I have learned something awesome, I won't be sharing it with my friends. It's a very bad thing. That's why I most of the time even say that share my videos with your friends, it's going to be beneficial for you. This is why I say this. Because if you will share, it simply shows that you have a sharing attitude. You are caring for others. And that gives your character a very beautiful persona. So you must share things. You must share the knowledge. You must share what you have. I'm not saying that, okay, if you have $100, you share your $100 with someone else. Obviously have something for yourself. But yes, if you are in a capacity to share, you must do that. And knowledge is something which never gets degraded, or which never gets reduced, which never reduces if you are sharing that knowledge with someone else. So always do that. Okay. So folks, I guess that was all for this session. Yeah. Is there something else? Yeah. This is an information for all of you. So I hope you liked the video. If you liked, so hit the like button. And those students who want to join me in their long-term batches or in their crash courses or in their revision courses, like wherever, whatever, you people can do that. How? So let me tell you how. So the method is pretty simple. Where is the method? Okay, wait a second. Khulja Simpson. To exit. So the method is pretty simple. What do you need to do? In the link of this description box, means this video. So if you go down, there will be a link in the description box. So you need to just click on that link. That link would be written as subscription course or click for Vedantu Subscription Pro, Vedantu Pro Subscription. If you click on that, you will land at a page. Let me write that page. Which page? This. You'll come at this page. In this page, what you have to do? You have to select your grades. So say for example, if you are a 9th grader moving to 10th, if you are a 10th grader moving to 11th. So if you are 9th moving to 10th, you should select 10th because you don't need sessions for 9th. If you select 10th and then obviously this year, no, next year you are going to give your boards. So next year CBSE 2022, you will select this. If you select this, what will happen? That first of all, you get all the details like all life courses, maths, science, English, social, everything. You'll get all the details here. The best part is this line. That right now, if you buy a class 10th course, you will get full class 10th course. At the same time, you will get grade 9 revision also. So right now, if you have not completed your grade 9 exam, final exams are yet to be over, you will get the revision for that 9th also. Isn't that balle balle feature? And then you will be able to ask doubts. The entire course will be structured. You will get crash courses, revision courses, live sessions, recorded sessions, micro courses. Everything at Vedantu will be free. And one important thing, that you will get live sessions every day. So don't think that it's a recorded session. Now, it's a purely live session. Whatever you will study, after that it will automatically get recorded. So you can even see that recording at a later period of time. Or if you want that, if you are studying chapter number 1 right now, but you want to study parallelly chapter number 5 also, that is also possible. So you can have parallelly multiple chapters, multiple subjects at the same time. You can choose your own timing on all of this. You don't need to follow anyone else's timing. Okay. And yes, undoubtedly you can ask the doubts. You can get unmuted. You can talk to the teachers. Multiple beautiful features are there. It's so interactive that you will never feel bored. You will always keep on interacting in the session. You will answer the quizzes. You will get your name on the leaderboard. You will do thumbs up, thumbs down. You will give yes and no responses. So there are multiple methods to connect with the teacher. You will never feel bored. Believe me. So all these beautiful features are there. You can just check out them and then you can come here. See, 1 month plan is costing you something around 3,300. It will get reduced after a discount. I'll show you how. And in case if you want to go for the entire year course, like complete 10th and grade 9 revision. So obviously this grade 9 revision will come here. Here it will be only 1 month. So I guess like a little amount of 10th syllabus and a grade 9 revision. Something like that will come. But here the entire thing will come. So if you go by this price is being showed 38,000. You can click here proceed to pay. Very sorry, this is asking me my login. So it will ask you also your login. But so once you put your mobile number and email ID here, you'll be able to go to the next page. Once you do that, what will happen? I will just tell you what will happen. So automatically a coupon code will get applied here and this 38,800 will reduce and it will reduce to a good figure. So what I'm trying to tell you, just go and check that what is the new price which is being shown to you. Just check it once. And then if your pocket allows, you can buy it. If your pocket does not allow, you can come back to 1 month course and you can buy that. The coupon code that will be applied here will be HPE Pro. So this HPE Pro will be automatically applied, but in case if it is not applied, please use this code HPE Pro and you will get the discount. Just try it once. Just check the prices, what the prices are. You can surely compare it with others also, like the coaching where you used to study or the amount which you used to pay for those other established big brands. So you can compare the prices and then you can take your wise decision. Okay, fine. So folks, I guess that was all for this session. I hope you liked and enjoyed it. And if you did, just hit the like button. Yo, and see you all in the next session. Tab tak ke liye, bye bye and take care. And one more thing, put your lovely comments in the comment box. I would really love to read them. Okay, chalo, bye bye.